You have to decide right now to be rich, not when you get to a certain number. You got to decide right now, I'm a wealthy mother, or whatever appropriate language would be for you.
You can enjoy an abundant life. You can have all of whatever it is you want, but you have to earn it.
I believe money is power. Power over yourself. You have power over your decisions.
An abundance of freedom. And a lot of people, they want to create abundance because they want to be free. My definition of abundance, the freedom to do whatever I want.
Discovered that when I do the things that I have imagined and live the life that I want to live, it follows after me wherever I go.
Always do more than you get paid for, to make an investment in your future.
Everything they just said points to one simple truth. Abundance starts inside you before it shows up around you. Tony talks about possibility. Mel talks about action. Dispenza talks about belief. Jim Rohn and Bob Proctor talk about mindset. But here's the part most people miss. You can't receive abundance while thinking in scarcity. The moment you believe you're worthy, the moment you act like opportunity is yours, money and abundance begin to move toward you. This video is your reminder. Abundance isn't something you wait for, it's something you become.
Practice what is called back from the future thinking and project forward. Develop a vision of yourself as happy, healthy, wealthy, thin. You project forward several years and that you imagine that your life is perfect in every way. Imagine that you have no limitations. Imagine that you have all the time and all the money and all the friends and all the contacts and all the education and all the experience, and that you could be or have or do anything you want in life. If you could, what would it be? If your life were perfect in 5 years, what would it look like? How much would you be earning? How much would you be worth? What kind of a family life would you have? What kind of health would you have? What kind of car would you be driving? What would your life be like if you could wave a magic wand and make it perfect in every way? Now, what we have found is this is the starting point of great riches, and it's the starting point of great success in life, is for you to have a dream or a vision of a wonderful future.
You'll do anything to get what you want because that's what matter does when it's trying to change matter. And everybody's playing that game, right? Everybody's trying to accumulate the most amount of things.
Right.
Okay, so that's what abundance means to certain people. Get as many things as you can. Okay. You want that? Not a problem. But let's learn the formula of how to create, right?
Yes.
So then you'd have to feel those emotions before the experience occurred. And if you understood that you could dissociate all of your attention from this three-dimensional reality and have no attention on anything known, and understand that it's the field that creates matter, not matter that emits the field, and if you could get to that place and change your energy with a clear intention and elevated emotion, your heart starts beating in this beautiful rhythm like a drum. We've measured it so many times, and when that occurs, the next thing that happens, the heart informs the brain it's safe to create.
Imagine a world where you can roam freely and choose for yourself, by yourself. You can afford yourself options. You can say, you know what, this doesn't suit me anymore, and I can leave. And I know there are some risks, and I know there's uncertainty down the road, but I have money. I have not just money, but I have financial autonomy. This is what being truly wealthy is. It's being able to understand that the world's a scary place. Yes, money does not solve all of the problems, but money does give us a runway. It gives us resources. It gives us confidence sometimes to believe we can do something and arrive on the other side safe.
They're all pointing to the same truth. Abundance begins with how you feel, not what you have. Before money shows up in your life, you have to create the mindset and the emotion that match it. Most people wait to feel abundant until their life changes, but it works the opposite way. Your life changes when you change your state. The moment you shift from focusing on lack to expecting more, you open the door for opportunity, ideas, and money to flow. Abundance isn't something you chase, it's something you allow.
Manifesting is intentionally training your brain and your nervous system to believe in something that hasn't happened yet. That's what manifesting is. Manifesting is a power tool. It's backed by neuroscience. It is backed by years of research. And when used properly, it helps you achieve your goals because it helps you prepare to do the work. I use science-backed manifesting tools every single day to shut down the negative conversations in my life and to live a big life and to take big risks. And dude, Olympic athletes use manifesting.
So the first place to be wealthy is psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually. And that place has to get regular deposits. And that means, just like some of you meditate, you need a daily discipline of magic moments, and you got to learn to capture the little ones. And that muscle's got to be built. So what's your daily practice? You can call it whatever you want. We'll call it here magic moments. Every day I want you to capture at least 2 to 3 magic moments minimum. It could have been a conversation with a friend. It could have been a moment when an insight happened. It could have been a moment on the mountain. It could have been a little insight or distinction that you got that changed it. But you don't just capture it and write it down. You want to feel it and realize its value. You want to feel it like it's grace.
They're waiting for their healing to feel gratitude. They're waiting for their new relationship to feel love. They're waiting for their mystical experience to feel awe. That's the Newtonian model of reality, of cause and effect. Waiting for that event to happen to take away this separation or lack. Nothing wrong with it. It's the way most people create. But what we've discovered is actually something else. The moment you feel gratitude, your healing begins. The moment you feel worthy and abundant, you're generating wealth. The moment you're empowered, you are moving towards your success. The moment you're in love with yourself and you're in love with life, you'll create an equal. The moment you are in awe of life, you're going to have a mystical experience. And so that's causing an effect, right?
You want to use your imagination to place in your imagination what it is that you would like to attract into your life, and you hold on to it. And that's the secret. It's called having a burning desire. I learned it from Napoleon Hill in Think and Grow Rich. People who are able to attract prosperity into their life have a burning desire, and they never place their thoughts on what they can't have. They just don't think in those ways. Self-actualizing people always place their attention on what is showing up in their life. So the first thing you do is you place in your imagination what you would like to attract.
We say that nature is neutral. In other words, nature doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care if you're tall or short or male or female or black or white, educated or uneducated. Nature doesn't care. All that nature cares is that you do what successful people do. It's like making a recipe. Nature doesn't care if you follow a recipe. If you follow the recipe exactly, you get the dish. Nature doesn't care who's doing it. And that's the wonderful thing about our society. It's basically like justice. It's blind, is nature doesn't care. In fact, there are a lot of people who are not as smart and not as talented as you who are doing vastly better than you, not because they're better, but because they're just following proven success methods.
Visualization without action is just fantasy. Abundance moves when you move. Every small step you take signals commitment, and commitment creates momentum. Most people wait for confidence before they act, but confidence is built after action, not before it. Discipline comes first. Results come later. When you show up daily, even without motivation, you separate yourself from the crowd. That's how value compounds. That's how income grows. Do the work when it's uncomfortable. Stay consistent when results are invisible. Because abundance doesn't reward intensity once, it rewards discipline over time.
But here's the big one. Believe in yourself. There isn't a skill you can't learn. There isn't a discipline you can't try. There isn't a class you couldn't take. There isn't a book you couldn't read. If it's written in some other language, you just get it translated and read it.
You can't sit on your couch and wait for it to come. You're just in the consciousness of Amazon Prime. You got to do something. You got to get up, and I don't care what it is. Even if you're going to create reality, you got to stop doing something and start doing something else. You got to choose you. You got to get out of your resting state and do something. And you got to come up against the unconscious belief that you're not worthy of of wealth, or you're not worthy of the freedom.
Isn't the way you want it now? Make up your mind you're going to start over. You're going to sit down, you're going to write out how you do want it. Now, we want abundance. We want an abundance of friends. We want an abundance of money. We want an abundance of all the good things in life that make us more comfortable and have us enjoy life to a greater degree. And you know, we can have it. But we've got to understand we can have it. We've got to understand that we have infinite potential locked up within us. We've got a marvelous mind. We can think anything we want.
Money is portable power. Without money, you can feed people. Without money, you can change things. Without money, you can start a company. Without money, you can do things for your family. Without money, you can go where the you want, when you want, where you want, how you want. Great tool. But that's all it is a tool. Because if you think it's more than a tool, and you think it's a source of your happiness, you're going to miss all the shit along the way. Because everyone in this room, we're all doing one thing in common. No matter how aligned our lives are or different than they are, we're all traveling through time together.
Getting ready to marinate in what can't be done, what is wrong, all the things that happened in the last 24 hours that you don't like, all the things that pissed you off about what he said and what she said and how that, and the traffic, and things are never going to work out. If you spend the 5 minutes preparing yourself to go in, because while you're sound asleep, your subconscious mind takes over. And you have 8 hours, you have 1/3 of your life to prepare yourself for how you're going to deal with the rest of your life.
What we understand now is simple, but powerful. First, you must bring your full attention to what you want and make a clear decision. A confused mind creates a confused life. Clarity is the beginning of abundance. Second, you must visualize it. Not just see it, but live it before it happens. Feel the emotions. Walk in it. Think from it. When your body and mind experience something as real, your actions naturally align with it. And the most important step of all, believe in yourself. No technique works without belief. No vision survives self-doubt. Abundance grows where self-trust lives. And there is one moment when your mind is most open to change, right before sleep. This is the magic window. As you fall asleep, focus on what you want. See it, feel it, speak it quietly to yourself. This is how you reprogram your mind. This is how new identities are built. Do this consistently, night after night, because what you focus on before sleep becomes what you wake up believe.